true. God is our source. God gives us everything we need. God within us is our source. So right within our own being is the very source of all good, of everything we could ever want. Yes? Yeah. Point within yourself right now and says, God within me is my source. God within me is my unlimited source. Anything I want, I call it forth from within here. And so it is. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you to those of you online. We welcome you. We know that you are right here with us. There's no time or space in God. Bless you to all. Let's send some love to those folks online. Let's send them some love. Big love, big love. And thank you to all of you here in the room as we begin our series this month on abundance. You know, we're going to talk about abundance. We're going to talk about freeing ourselves up from any limitations that we might have previously felt so that we can just live the best life we were here to live. Anyone up for that? Yes. Excellent. Well, we're going to do it, and I'm so glad to see all of you. And before we go any further, we're going to have Reverend Catherine McKinney, one of our staff ministers, give us our announcements.
Yes. Good morning. Yes, I am Catherine, and one of the things that we always say first, what is that? Just turn the sound off on those phones. That's it, the main thing, because God won't call you that way. God calls from within, so just keep that in mind. I would want to thank that Lisa and Joe so much, Jimenez, for what they were doing for the whole gondola ride yesterday. They provided a fantastic divine dining experience. I've been on those, and I thought they were magical. I just love a gondola ride. And also, the Halloween Fall Festival is back. We used to call it Family Fun Fest, and we're calling it Halloween Fun Fest because that's what we're doing. It's on the 26th. That's a Sunday. It is after service at 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. The teen group will be putting on a favorite, RBCSL favorite, as a fundraiser for teen camp. There will be trick-or-treating and costume contests for kids, tarot card reading by Elise Carver, and tea leaf readings by Patty Donnelly. If Patty's here, raise your hand, Patty. She's fantastic. So also we have the fantastic fun games that you may remember from Family Fun Fest. Also, the legendary cakewalk. Who remembers the cakewalk? Oh, it was everybody's favorite. So welcome for all of that. So if you'd like to donate a cake for the cakewalk, you are invited to do that because we will only give away the cakes that we have or the baked goods sometimes that have. So it's a wonderful time. We also are inviting everyone to bring a bag of candy for trick-or-treating for the event. And this will be during hospitality. See you there. It is a great, great fun event, and we are going to be running games. And Robin really requests that anyone who's run a game in the past is invited to come and talk to her to assist in that. It's a big, big event, and it's so much fun. Hope to see all of you there. Now, Divine Dining, date night and a concert still is an open divine dining event. The hosts are Danny and Julia Blake. I don't know if Danny is here for this service. Very often he is, and they are giving us a $100 Visa card and a concert to go to with some choices of dates. Now, the bidding starts at $100. Now, why do you think that is? It's because you get a $100 gift card, right? So that is why we're doing that. The bidding closes on October the 5th, that's today, and at 12:30 p.m. sharp. And so for more information, talk to Mark Ruth or maybe check in at the desk. The men's group is meeting tomorrow night, and it's meeting Monday night in the foyer. It's at 7 p.m. Everyone that likes to call themselves part of the men's group is invited. The Ecstatic Dads is with DJ Raihon. Is that the right name? Or is it Miss Tight? That's supposed to be Ryan. Never mind. Ryan is in the back. He is going to be our DJ. It's Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at October the 8th. The volunteer fair will be Sunday, October the 12th in Richelieu Hall. We invite you to check out all the different ways you can be of service to this community. We've had some most wonderful volunteers that just came up to us at the volunteer fair and said they were kind of interested and turned out to be just stunning volunteers. So if you've been hesitant to volunteer, this is really a way to find out where you might fit and what you can do. So that's Sunday, October the 12th. You'll be able to speak directly with the people who operate those groups as well. The Women's Circuit will also meet on Sunday, October the 12th at 12:30 in the teen room. October the 15th, Wednesday, is our vegan potluck. So that's Wednesday week, as we say in the South. It is at 6 p.m. in Richelieu Hall. Now, the concert that we often have with the Soundscape Orchestra is happening on October 17th. Okay, this is the title. Let the ghoul times roll. Get it? So it's going to be a Halloween one. You are also invited to bring just a plate of cookies or container of bottles of water to help out with all the snacks. Many people who come to these concerts and dances are not part of our church, so we want to be welcoming to all of those people that show up, and what a wonderful center that we have here. Help us do that. Now, 4 money truths to live by while transforming your money story workshop, yes, with Maria Diane on Sunday, October the 19th is at 12:30 p.m. I'm going to say that again. 4 money truths to live by while transforming your money story. It's a workshop after service on Sunday the 19th. Now, the Remembrance Day video is happening the first Sunday in November, and those photographs, if you want to include them, need to be turned in. We're not using old photographs, so if you want them to be in, they need to be turned in at this time. There's a flyer out there that gives you all the details and how you can do that. So check that out. Now, if you haven't updated your contact information with us for a while, please do that, because we can't contact you if we need to, if we have the wrong. So just kind of consider, or maybe even double check and see about that. We have event flyers on the table for just everything that's going on. Any questions, anything you forgot, dates, etc., check out. It's out there. Also, we have an e-newsletter that comes out on Thursday, as well as our Spirit Speaks magazine. So if any of those places are good places to find information. Now, this is an important announcement. We are having, after service, a birthday cake for Reverend Gregory. And it will be next door. So happy birthday, and let there be cake. Also, at 12:30, here in the sanctuary, Bill Salem's Celebration of Life is happening today. You are absolutely invited to come and share in that celebration. Thank you. Now, if you need prayer today, please remember that we always have prayer here by the piano. We might even move those microphones by then. And you can gather with a circle and be part of that prayer. Please do that. And remember that any practitioner is willing to help you with prayer. We are here as a prayer center, so we want to do that. And new friends, if you are here for the first time, or maybe just haven't raised your hand as a new friend, we invite you to raise your hand so that you can get one of those wonderful little bags. There we go. And we've got somebody right here. We want to know who you are. And if you change your mind and need a bag, please go ask at the desk, because they will be glad to share one with you. And you can also, out at our new friends table, sign up for our e-newsletter and sign up for more ways to get information. That too is out there. We have such a big volunteer group that's only growing. And we really, really run this church so much better when we have lots of volunteers. So can we all just thank them? Even if you're a volunteer, can we just thank the volunteers? I appreciate them so much, and thank you all for being here. So let's just take a breath as we go within and have some quiet moments together.
I would like to invite you all to close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and turn within. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed, so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. We are so blessed. You are so blessed. We take a moment to be grateful for all the blessings in our lives. So many that we can't even count them if we really pay attention. And so this morning I start with counting the blessings. I start with being in gratitude for knowing this day is already a God day, a good God day. This service, this day, this moment is already God ordained. Something amazing is happening right here and right now, and it is each one of us. And it is each one of us coming together collectively to co-create a beautiful moment and another beautiful moment and another beautiful moment. Knowing we are doing that, I know that the service is blessed, we are blessed, and we are a blessing. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I release this word and knowing that that law just says, yes, you are, and yes, it is happening, and yes, it is done. So I just let it be as we establish it together with the words. And so it is.
Guess what? This month we will be talking about abundance. So why not cut to the chase and talk about money, right? Okay. So have you ever had concerns about it like I did? I was working for a few years, and not that many years, but some friends said, well, you need to talk to somebody about retirement. So I did, and when she told me that I would need $757,000 to retire, and I had like a couple, 2,000 or 3,000 in my account. I thought, well, I'm going to be working the rest of my life. And so then I found this teaching, and with that and intuition, it happened. So we can change our thinking about prosperity by immersing ourselves in some tried and true resources. A perennial favorite is a book that Eric Butterworth wrote. Many have studied it, called Spiritual Economics. Through several chapters, he guides us to consider our approach to prosperity, and he focuses completely on money in one chapter. He talks about the fact that it is a symbol developed by all societies to replace bartering for goods. It's an enabler that allows us to take care of everything, and it expresses the spiritual values of both faith and credit. He teaches that if we think positively and creatively about it, we can enhance our money's work. But if we complain about it and talk about its lack, we actually repel our abundance. Our money then is an extension of each of us, and it's a symbol of either lack or abundance according to how we use it and think of it. So we can choose to bless it and feel ourselves in the divine flow, knowing that our ideas are the real substance that Spirit provides. So wealth isn't in the money itself, but in the ideas it represents, which we choose. In addition, we can see our money as moving through all of our jobs and financial affairs, and when we release it, we can realize that we see increase as we have allowed the flow as well. So we know that our money will always symbolize to us our abundance and not our lack. And there's another book that I like, which is Catherine Ponder's Prospering Power of Prayer. She peppered each chapter with stories of those she had known who practiced using prayer as a tool to connect to the divine flow of abundance. Her methods included prayers of denial and affirmation, praise, meditation, increase, where we bless both ourselves and others. And in all those methods, we allow Spirit to infuse our minds with new energy and outlooks. As our expectations go forth, we can return to only more good. And perhaps we can play with a couple of those tools to actually test them this month, being certain that our good will come tumbling back to us. And we can also remember Louise Hay's perfect affirmation, my income is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing. And so it is. Right? Yes.
Our choir. As many of you may already know, we have been going by the Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living Choir for quite some time. And that's a mouthful. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like a big, long name to me. So Reverend Gregory was so gracious as to lead us all in a visioning session a few weeks ago. And I am now happy to announce the choir by its new wonderful name, the Joyful Waves Choir. The song we will be singing today is The Movers, Shakers, and Peacemakers by the wonderful Bob Seema.
With our eyes wide shut, in the still of the night, we sit and hold the vision. When our fears run wild, we don't run and hide. See the world with no division. We see with one love, one heart, one drum, beating to a song that is singing us home. We dance in white light, under the starlight. We are the sacred seeds of the sound of Om. We sing Aho, Amen, Om Shanti Om. We sing Aho,
Let's give another hand to the Joyful Waves Choir, led by the one and only Elise Carver. Yay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for that. I love all the people who are joining the choir, and I love Elise. You're doing such a great job of pulling people together there. And I'm scared to say it after my last week when I was going, the volunteer fair is this day, and I had it all like, the brain was like in a little loop. But the volunteer fair. This is just part of my Laurel and Hardy routine here. The volunteer fair is coming up on October 12th. And yay, look at me, go me. And what a great opportunity, because, I was thinking over the weekend how it really is going to take, for what we're about here and what we're wanting to do here, it's really going to take every single one of us. Like every single one of us is really going to take every single one of us. And if you go to the volunteer fair, and I doubt this would happen because there's so many opportunities, but if you go to the volunteer fair and you're not feeling like that anything clicks as your place, come talk to me, and we'll figure. Come talk to me. If you find that out, come talk to me. No. No, come talk to me, because we'll find a place for you. There's a place for everyone. I just look out at all the different people who are finding their place. Like Sarah did a sound bath yesterday. I didn't make it myself because I was a jet setter. I jetted up to the Bay Area on Friday and jetted back last night. Otherwise, I would have been there. I know it was amazing and wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we had Natalia a week or so ago. Time is so funny. I think it was last week. She did her improv workshop. That was awesome. That was just awesome. She got us real comfortable. She got us real warmed up. So by the end, we were just like playing it out. Hey, whoa! We were everyone, like not just me, but but all of us were just playing it out. She took some photos, so we've got evidence of it, right? We've got evidence of us just doing all kind of silly things and really breaking out of our shell. So it really is going to take all of us, and what I really want to discover is what your talents are, what your abilities are. I met with Billie Jean Knight, who has this long background in education, and so she had some really great ideas for how we can improve our classes. And it's like, great, we need to do this with all of you are bringing some great knowledge, talent, experience, skill. And we need all of you, because we're up to some big things here, in case you hadn't noticed. I mean, our intention is to transform the entire planet. Our intention is to have everyone have their spiritual magnificence revealed to them, have everyone fully engaged and fully expressed in their spiritual uniqueness and magnificence. So we're basically like, let's wake up the entire planet. That's going to take all of us. That's going to take everyone, and then your brothers and your cousins too, and your neighbors, and bring them all here too. But it's a very lofty and wonderful goal, because we can make that difference. We can make that difference. We can do so much good, and we are doing so much good. And I've just watched the people in the classes just having the ahas and the breakthroughs and the letting go of limitation. My tie I'm wearing belonged to, you notice that, huh? Belonged to Bill Salem. He, a few months ago, I think it was, said, here, I want to give you all these ties. And he gave me a whole bunch of ties. And today after service, we're going to do his Celebration of Life service. And I told him on his last day, I said, I'm going to wear one of those ties you gave me to your service. And I'll also be wearing my robe, my minister's robe, because that was another request. He said, could you wear your minister's robe? So I will have my minister's robe and a tie. Come see that. Bill is just a wonderful man, and we'll talk more about that later. But wonderful man. I only knew him for a little over a year, but he really touched me deeply in his gentleness, in his wisdom, in his willingness to share himself with others right up until the end. Like just in the last couple months, like he just passed a week ago or so, time again. And right up, like just in the last couple months, he saw someone who was really in need of help and mentoring, and he was mentoring that person, like right up in his last couple months. So to me, that's the way to do life. That's the way I want to be. I want to be like in my last day. Anyone need any prayer before I go? Really, I mean, we always have value to bring. And so I want to talk to you today. We're talking this whole month about abundance, and I want to talk today about as within, so without. As within, so without. And that is a Hermetic idea, and yet, of course, Ernest Holmes studied all these different traditions. It is so science of mind that we have to shift our inner being in order to have a different experience on the outer. I want to say that these principles that we teach, they're not theory. It's not just like a feel-good theory. It's a very practical knowledge that if applied, we start to see changes in our lives and changes in our world. We really are that powerful because we really are divine expressions of God, divine expressions of the infinite. Do you hear me? Divine expressions of the infinite. We can't take that too lightly. We can't be just going, yeah, I'm a divine expression of the infinite. Yeah, you go to that church. I'm a divine expression of the infinite. I'm so cool. Like when we say that, we have to realize what that means. You're a divine expression of the infinite. Now I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you all a question. Because we got a wide range of ages here, and we got a lot of like very vibrant, 70-some-year-olds, 80-some-year-olds, 90-some-year-olds, even 100 years old, sitting right in the front row here. I want to ask you a question. When you get to a certain age, 60, 70, 50, 40, 90, 100, whatever, does God leave? No. Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Because sometimes people come to me and they say, this person is such and such an age, so, they're like 80-something. They're 90-something. They're 70-something. So, you can't expect. Is that true? No, it is not true. What I want to invite you to do is I want to invite you to choose your friends wisely and choose the people you hang out with wisely. And my invitation to you is to choose friends who will see your unlimited potential and your unlimited possibilities and will not buy into that you have limitations. I know that God does not leave, and God is present. What I also know is that these principles, let me ask you all again here. Let's ask the wisdom council here. Do the principles start to work less as you get older? No. Thank you, because I'm getting older. So that's good to know. The principles keep working. And deeper, Dr. Moira said. A young lady as she is, but she said, no, as you get older. So deeper and even more powerful. We even have more understanding of them. We even have more command with the principles, more mastery of the principles as we practice more and we practice more and we practice more. So we have to let go of any limitation we would place on principle. So here's an unlimited principle, and it's only in our minds that we would place a limitation on it. Well, I'm this. Well, Now here's the thing. Someone might say to me, well, in my situation, how is God going to work this out in my situation? And we got the story, right? In my situation, let me tell you, some of the stories are compelling, right? I don't know how God's going to work it out. I don't know. But the beautiful thing is, there's no limit in this principle. There's no limit in what God can do. So the question is, are you willing to be in that mystery? Would you rather be in the, I am limited because I can't see how God's going to do this? No. Would you rather be in that? Someone said no. Or would you rather be in the mystery and be comfortable and be okay with saying, I don't know how. Say that if you would. I don't know how, but I know God can do it. I know God can do it. It's an infinite power within you and within me. Now, earlier this year, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful because this is something we all witnessed together as a community. Earlier this year, we put a stake in the ground with the board, and we said, this center has been operating at a loss for several years now. That's what we said. That was factual. That was factual. This center has been operating in the red, meaning we've been spending more money than it's been coming in for several years. So there's some history there, right? And what happens with history if you just keep on humming along? It repeats itself. If you just go like, well, this is where we are, and this is, I guess, will just be another one of those years where... But we said, beginning with me, and that's my job as a senior minister, beginning with me, I said, and this is, by the way, when we put the budget together and it still was showing a loss, because when you put the budget together, of course, you put together what you see coming in, like what has come in before and the trends, and you put the budget together based on what you have seen so far. So when we put the budget together this year, it looked better, but it still said a loss. And I said, my intention for this year is that we at least break even or better. And then the board said, we agree with you. And then it became all of our intention where we said that we are going to have this intention that this year we're not doing that thing anymore where we're in the red. We're now doing this thing where we're in the black, where we're financially healthy. Now, mind you, when I said that, when I made that declaration very confidently, because you got to do it confidently, you can't be the senior minister and go, I sure hope, God, please. When I said that the intention this year is to be in the black, I had no clue, no idea whatsoever how that would happen. Like zero idea how that would happen. Based on the history, but what I want to share with you, because we're all being witness to this, because how many of you were at the community meeting, or maybe more than one community meeting where we said that? Some of you were there. You were our witnesses. Right now, as of, I think our last financial report was the end of August, we are not just breaking even, we are fully in the black. We are fully in the black. Yeah, we clap for God. We clap for God. Yay, God. Yay, God. Because Gregory didn't know anything about how this is going to happen. But can we be willing to let go of the need to know how it's going to happen? And can we let go of the going into limitation just because we can't see how it's going to happen? As within, so without. In order to demonstrate something bigger, we must create something bigger within ourselves. And it starts with a bigger idea, a bigger concept. Ernest Holmes said, our present possibilities don't extend far beyond our present concepts. our present possibilities don't extend very far beyond our present concepts. So we limit ourselves by being unwilling at times to expand our concepts. Why do we do that, by the way? Why do we do that? Because it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost us anything to have a bigger concept. Has anyone been charged for it? Has anyone said, okay, I'm going to create a bigger concept, and someone showed up, okay, that'll be $2,000, $1,000 a concept. There's no charge for having a bigger concept. And yet the moment that you and I begin having a bigger concept of life, the moment that we begin to entertain a new possibility, just to entertain it, there is an intelligent principle, an intelligent organizing factor that starts to work with it. And what is the only way that new concept, that new idea, that new expanded reality that we're creating on the inner, what is the only way that won't come fully orbed and expressed in the outer? What is the only way that it will not become fully expressed in the outer? Tell me, someone. Our limitation? Okay. Well, do you have any limitation? Okay. So it won't be your limitation because you don't have any limitation. All right. See, Dr. Moyer, we got an experienced person. We got a wisdom teacher up here. She said our limited thinking. The moment we begin to go back into doubt, back into fear, back into worry, that moment we start to pull it back in. Here we just sent this beautiful big idea out, and it was the organizing principle of the universe, infinite intelligence, infinite power, was already starting to work with it. It was already building it. Like you called the contractor, and you said, I want to build this new big thing, and the contractor said, okay, we'll be over there right away. They started drawing up the plans. They had the blueprints. They're drawing up the plans, right, Kenneth? Kenneth, that's your world, Kenneth. I'm going to call Kenneth up. You know about that, Kenneth. What happens next? They're already working on it. They're getting it going. They're like, okay, when would you like to start this thing? When would you like to have it built? That's what the universe is doing. The moment you start to entertain a bigger concept, the moment you start to say, I am claiming something greater for myself. The universe does not say, who, you? Wait a minute, let me look you up here. Wait a minute, no way. No way. The universe doesn't say that. The universe says, yes, all right, we're on it. We're on it. We're starting to build it already. How many of you know that there's an organizing principle, a medium that starts to work on it? As soon as you start to entertain a bigger idea, the universe starts to work on it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the truth. We have to remember to live our lives this way. We have to remember how powerful our word is, how powerful our intention is, how powerful it is when we expand on the inner. What happens when we expand on the inner? The outer starts to expand, so within, so without. Let's do some of that right now. There's no time like the present. Shall we expand our concepts? Yes. Let's expand our concepts. Let's just start from the beginning here. Let's start with Emma Curtis Hopkins. And before any of you correct this affirmation and say, because it says there's good for me, I ought to have it. Before any of you say there's good for me and I do have it. No, we're starting off with the willingness and the desirability and the what's the word for desirability? Worthiness. So this is a worthiness affirmation before we get to declaring that we have it. All right, so let's start with that one. There is good for me and I ought to have it. Who said I have it? You're going to argue with Emma Curtis Hopkins? Dr. Moore, you're about that stature. You can argue with Emma Curtis Hopkins. But the ought part, you see, is that getting rid of, this is a getting rid of the unworthiness. This is a getting rid of that part of us that would say, I'm not worthy of this thing. We're going to get to the part about having it. So let's try that again with all of our power. There is good for me, and I ought to have it.
There is good for me, and I ought to have it.
Yes. I am in the flow of unlimited good. I right now open myself to the fullness of God's love. I know that good is unfolding for me right now. I know that there is no limit to the good that can come forth for me and as me. Good job, good job. Good job. Good job. You all got it. Someone said too long. No, you all got it. I heard you. I heard you say every word of it.
Simple, thank God I'm rich.
Thank God I am rich.
Thank God I am rich.
What else you got, Dr. Moore? You're on a roll there.
God by means of me is abundant.
God by means of me is abundant.
There is no shortage in God.
There is no shortage in God.
There's no shortage in my life.
And there's no shortage in my life. Yes, and so it is. Yes. Now, take a moment, because remember you were talking about this on Wednesday, Dr. Moore, about the feeling part of this, right? Because those are the words, those are the thoughts, but that feeling part of this, right? Take a moment to just feel into what it feels like for those affirmations. What do those affirmations feel like? You're declaring that to be your truth now. What does it feel like? And come into the feeling vibration of that, where you feel abundant, where you feel your possibilities, where you feel you are unlimited. Take a moment right now, just feel into that. Like you're stepping into character, you're an actor, stepping into character in a role where this is your new role in life, where you are abundant, you are so abundant, so rich, so wealthy in every level. So that is that as within, so without. You see, if you and I, if we keep that vibration going, and we keep that thought going, and we start to weed out those other thoughts that come in, and you don't have to fight them, by the way. Don't be a house divided against yourself. Don't fight those negative thoughts that come in. They're going to come in. You know, right now even, probably as we're doing this, someone's like, oh yeah, but what about me? Well, what about that big bill I got to pay that I have no idea how I'm going to pay? Don't worry about those thoughts. Just be present to those thoughts and be aware of those thoughts and know that your declaration of something new is way more powerful than that. So just notice it and go, look at you. Look at you, little fear. Look at you, little doubt. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute, little fear, little doubt, little worry. You're so cute. I hear you. I hear you, little fear, little doubt, little worry. I hear you, and I love you. Now, we're going places here. See, we don't have to fight ourselves. If you know the power of your word, then you don't have to fight yourself. I don't have to fight myself. I can just notice and be kind to those little worries and fears and doubts. They're so cute. So this month, we're going to really be talking about how do we step into our own concept of abundance. Everyone's concept of abundance is different. It's not always millions of dollars. Sometimes it is millions of dollars. But whatever your concept of abundance is, yours might be a very simple place where you have peace and quiet and joy, and you have all your friends around, and it's like not much drama and chaos, and everyone's will be different. What it means to live our best life without limitation, without feeling like, oh, I can't live my best life. But to know that there is an infinite power and presence within us that honors the very things that we are desiring in this life. And it's never saying no to us. It's always saying yes and, yes and, yes and. We go back to improv, right? Yes and, yes and, yes and. That's improv, right? That's the universe right there. So I leave you with this great truth. That as you shift and I shift on the inner side of life and begin to have a new idea, match it with the vibration that corresponds to that idea, the feeling that corresponds to that idea, and I begin to walk my life like that now. And someone say to you, you're walking funny today. You're walking different today. Yeah, I am. I stepped into something. I stepped into a new consciousness, a new way of being, and it is now out picturing in my life. And every little piece of evidence that you have of anything that happens, if you get an extra $1, you say, look, it's working. If someone treats you to lunch, you say, look, it's working. Any movement, you say, yes, it's working. Even if your doubts creep in, you go, yes, it's working. It's clearing out those doubts. So the invitation this day, this week, this month, and for this lifetime is to remember the infinite power within yourself, and that there's something in the universe that responds to us by corresponding to our inward embodiment. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you. And that's the truth from Reverend Gregory. It doesn't sound the same as the truth from Ruth. Let's hear from Elise Carver.
All right, thank you, Reverend Gregory. This next song is called More Equals Give by the wonderful Karen Drucker. And have you ever noticed how the word dance is an abundance? Abundance! So I'm going to call on you guys to let me see your best abundance moves during this song. If you want more love, give love. If you want more joy, give joy. If you want more peace, be that peace. If you want more, give. Yeah, if you want more, give. If you want more money, give your money. If you want more time, give up your time. If you want more friends, be a friend. So if you want more, give. Yeah, if you want more, give. 'Cause when you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. There's no effort, no struggle. It's just a simple fact. If you want to see a change, be the change. If you want to have more truth, see your truth. If you want more gratitude, give thanks. Yes, if you want more, give. Yeah, if you want more, give. All right, let me see those abundances, everybody. Who's got the moves in here? We are part of that cycle of divine reciprocity. gotta give, yeah. If you want more, we got to give. If you want more, we got to give, yeah. If you want more, give. Oh, oh. If you want more, if you want more, if you want more, you got to give. If you want more, give. If you want more, you got to give. Thank you. Great job, everyone.
Elise Carver, yes. If you want more, you got to give more, yeah? Do your abundance. That can be part of the vibration as well, right? Be in that abundance all week long. Be in that abundance, yes. We've got our ushers coming forth here. Here's the opportunity to demonstrate your abundance. Yes. It has been said that our prosperity really is not about how much we receive. Our prosperity is about how much we are able to give. That is a true sign of abundance when we are able to give. I know that it makes me feel so prosperous. Our ushers, Bob, Mary Lou, Linda, Dan, and it's Linda's birthday today. Yeah. Yes. So when we sing happy birthday, we'll be singing to you as well. And we'll be singing to Jackie as well. Jackie's birthday is the same as my birthday, October 3rd. Yeah. You know she's awesome. All right. So thank you so much for the ways that you give to this community. It really takes us all in terms of our involvement in our service and giving of our financial support. And together we really are doing something amazing here. And I am just so grateful. I am just thrilled to be here with all of you and to see what it is that is happening and lives being transformed. That's how I measure it, really. Not even just how many people are in the room. How many lives are being transformed? How many people are stepping into a bigger sense of who they are? And I see so much of that going on, and I'm just so grateful. So let us hold our gift in our hand, maybe our hand to our heart, as we, I didn't tell you the ways to give, but you know the ways to give, and you can read too. I heard that you all can read perfectly well. All right, let's do our affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is. Yes.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. I'm grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is, God is all there is.
Elise Carver and Jean-Louis Boudreau. We had to put Jean-Louis in the program, in the Sunday program, because he started off just as once in a while he would be up there, but then I started looking around. It's like, wait, he's up there all the time. And we so appreciate you, Jean. Yeah, so appreciate you. So he's in the program now. He's our regular accompanist. We didn't even ask him. We're like, hey, if you're there all the time, that's who you are. You're our accompanist. Thank you so much. Well, let's stand and let's do some prayer here. Let's do some prayer. Let's do some more prayer, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about here. So repeat after me if that feels comfortable. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life. Right now. So therefore, I, Gregory, speak my word. It is a word of power. Unto a law that only knows to say yes. So I declare, I am rich. I am prosperous. All of my needs are met and exceeded. My desires are fulfilled. It is the will of the whole universe that I be fulfilled, that I be happy, that I be well. So I now accept that good. I know it's mine. So I give thanks. I am so grateful. And I release this word to that immutable law. I know that it says yes. I know that it is done. So I let it be. And so it is. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's join hands. Let's sing the peace song. And the ministers, practitioners are coming up here on the stage with me. Thank you, Dr. Moira, for your affirmations you gave us today. I'm going to step out here. Boop, boop.